this really extreme hot weather we've been having has actually gone at last. It's cloudy. It looks like we're going to get a little bit of rain, which is good. We're not forecast any, but we may get some. But the cooler weather is doing wonderful things with the plants. Where this extreme heat is just killing things left, right and centre. You can't get enough water in the ground, and trying to get the balance right is very, very hard. The tomatoes in the greenhouse are sort of liking it. They're chucking out more side shoots than they normally do, but we're trying to keep on top of that as well. But for now, I've got the basil. Now, this was all in the greenhouse. Loads of pots, we put them on the shelves outside, and I just forgot about them. But the basil seemed to have come on really well. Especially this one, which I had absolute disasters with last year. The cinnamon basil. Doesn't even look like a basil plant, to be quite honest. But we're going to be potting these on. We've got our, get that one out, purple opal. And we've got 2 pots of different varieties of just your bog standard basil. I think one is a flat leaf basil, and I think this one is the general one that people sow. But we're going to get them potted on. Didn't expect them to grow, and I can already smell that pungent basil smell. Now up the top end of the garden, we've been a little bit busy planting out flowers. Tomatoes are in, and just moving pots around basically, just trying to fit in all the marigolds, some fuchsias. Not fuchsias, what are they? They're these little things. They come up with very vibrant colours, like reds and yellows and pinks. Still got a few more bits to get in. I've just watered that, ready for some more radishes. We've got a lot of self-seeded plants. Not too sure what they are, but they obviously put them in last year, and they've done what they do by nature over the year. So it's not looking too bad up here, apart from the sideway. Excuse the sideway. Let's get rid of that. That's me dumping ground at the moment. Still got lots of things to get in. Got loads of veggies over the back, different things, leeks. I've got some more squashes that I just haven't got round to putting in yet. Some chard, I need to get up over the allotment. Basil, which you know about, we've done with that. Flowers. These are, what were these? Snapdragons. They need to go in. They're already going into bud now. Couple of sunflowers, amaryllis, some more dahlias in there. This is pretty much what's left of what needs to go in. Roses, sort of hit and miss this year. Lovely one in there. We had a nice little display a good few months ago. Then we had the heat. Along with the heat come a bit of wind. Just blew all the petals off, and that was the end of that. few more bits we've been putting in there. This bay tree is getting a bit too big. Now I fear if it gets any bigger, I think I may have to call on some help or actually get someone in to try and take this down. We've been taking little bits off here and there, trying to work our way up, but for every one bit I take off, two bit grows. We've got a couple of giant chokers that we put in down there, some more dahlias. All around here we've got more dahlias, zinnias, some daisies. There's some oxeye daisies in there as well. A lily, the one that I forgot to move, which I can't wait for this to come into bloom. Now these are tree lilies, and this one has done very well this year. But there's one on the other side of the garden that hasn't fared too great. These over the back, looking absolutely stunning. Well, they did. They're starting to die back now, but pears doing all right. Should be quite interesting. See if they fatten up quite nicely. We've got more flowers in along here, and what we've done this year, I did this years ago, is we line the front edge with marigolds all the way around, all different varieties, different colours, just to give it a little bit of a border. Cobnut tree. Well, I'm hoping this year I actually get some nuts off it. We've got lots of nuts on there. Now, the problem I have with this is the squirrels. They run along this damn fence, in the tree, up, and have them. I've tried various different methods of controlling the squirrels, apart from a shotgun. But if anyone's got any ideas of how do you protect, if you grow these, how do you protect them from the squirrels? I've tried netting them, but all they seem to do is when you put the net over, is they tend to just eat through the branch, let the whole branch drop on the floor, and then devour them. So if you've got any ideas, let us know. Pop a comment down below. Our little rose bush, need to get that out. That's got to come out, go in a pot. I've got the two big pots for this one and the one that me having a bright idea decided to put one either side of the tree, not realising how big this tree was going to get. So at some point they've got to come out. And we've got carrots at last. Although they seem to be doing better at the front than they do at the back. That may be because of the shade of the tree. We've got some parsnips. Although small, we've got some parsnips, which is better than what I've got over the allotment. Got a row of leeks in at last. Don't know how they're going to fare up, but you never know. Tomatoes, just doing their own thing. Now we've planted some marigolds in between the tomatoes. We've done this up here as well, just to add a little bit of colour. But yeah, we've got loads of flowers on the tomatoes. We've got a few little tomatoes coming up over the back. We've got a couple of nice little bunches down there. We've got our beetroot in there. Now these beetroot, I actually put clotches over the top to try and stop the starlings from picking all the leaves off, and it seems to have worked. So with a bit of luck, we should be in with a winner. Got some more beans there, the last of the beans that I need to get in along there and put up the side of this bean frame. These beans are doing fine, although I'm not really impressed with this structure. I thought I'd give it a go, but it hasn't really worked for me. We put an extra support in there, but I don't know, perhaps I need to tie them back into there. They all seem to be drooping. Yeah, I think that might be the way forward. Tie them back into there. But yeah, beans doing all right, loads of flowers. Need to pinch the tops out up there. Tomatoes down the back, doing okay. We have got, if I take you over, hello. If we take you over the back here, we have got one of these, and I'll pop a little note down below of what this variety is. But yeah, that looks quite nice. Very hard though, must admit. We've got our traditional sunflower, our giant sunflower, which up till a couple of years ago we used to grow there every year. Up there. Oh, plums. I'll come to the plums in a minute. But we have got quite a few on there this year, although we've got no leaves. Apples, we've got a few. They're not the best in the world. Again, we've got a problem with the leaves. The leaves are falling off, and I have no idea why. We've got a little something on there, I don't know what the hell that is. Looks like something's been in there, and is it a sap? It's like blood. I have no idea. Let us know. Let us know. Pop us a comment. Oh, I've never seen that before. Ugh, yucky. It's all sticky as well. Now I've had to move these potatoes away from the where I put them at the back, because they've been eaten. The snails and the slugs are loving them, but they don't seem to be doing too bad. I think we had, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we had the Sarpomira in there and Anya in these two. But they seem to be all right. Time will tell. Gooseberries, not as big as I'd like, but these are the little red varieties. Yeah, coming on quite nicely, nice and soft. Strawberries all dying back now. We've had loads and loads of strawberries this year. Absolutely unbelievable. Onions in the back there, they were them little diddy ones that I didn't think were going to come to anything. We've put them in there. They've all flopped. That's probably due to no water. But the rest of the tomatoes doing fine. I spy, if I can get in there, I do need to stake these up. A couple of little tomatoes in there. One on the turn. Give that a little stake up when I get a chance. And over here, we've got a cucumber. Although it don't really look like a cucumber, but I think it was an indoor cucumber that I put outdoors. It was an extra plant that I thought, I'll just put it in a pot, chuck it outdoors and see what happens. And we've actually got one. So most impressed with that. Petunias looking exceptionally good this year. The hanging baskets I've had to redo. They're dry. It doesn't matter how much. I thought this would absorb the water, but as quick as you water it, it dries out. I've already lost 2 of the plants, so I've put a couple of marigolds in there just to see if I can brighten it up. I might put a whole watering can full of water in that in a minute. Now here's the last of the herbs and the flowers, the stuff I sowed earlier on in the year. I've still got a bit more basil in there coming up. We've got loads of pots that weren't doing anything, haven't done anything. So we'll just get rid of them. We've got, here we go again. We had the gnomes. And now we have ducks. But not just ducks. Let's take you in the greenhouse quickly. Excuse that. We got ducks and rabbits. Now, if you remember, my daughter hid 50 gnomes around the back garden. Now, we found all 50, which was good, but while planting out, finding the rabbits and the little ducks, we found another one, another gnome. So obviously, there wasn't 50 in the pack, there was 51. But now I've got the challenge of trying to find 50 rabbits and 50 ducks. Now, on the last video, we was pulling up the garlic and we had some little odd ones like this. Now we're going to open this up and see actually what's in it, because it doesn't look like a garlic bulb to me. Have you ever seen anything like that? I've definitely not. Well, that is definitely something a little bit, shall we say, abnormal. But they're cloves, they've split. But what they've done, it's hard. It's better if you just look, to be honest. How freaky is that? Have you ever grown anything like this? Give us a little comment. Let us know. Or if you know why it's done this. Again, let us know. So at last, the fish have actually adapted at last to their new home. We feed them up front here and they actually come to where the food is, which is what I want. Yeah, they're quite happy sitting around in there. The weeping willow been destroyed by the birds. They've had all the leaves off, but I'm going to leave it. Now, the lily. The tree lily. Not good. I think it might be the lily beetle, but it's only that one. One on this side is fine, no infestation. The one on this side, no infestation. It's only this one in the middle. I'm not sure whether just to cut it back at the base or just let it die back and see if it comes back next year. What do you think? Now these plums, what I'm going to be doing is putting the little net bags around them. We've got one on there. It's starting to get a bit dark now. So we've got one there that's not a lot of good, unfortunately. But yeah, we've got these net bags and we're going to put these net bags around the plums just to try and protect the plum from the birds, because they love pecking at them. And as I've got so many on here this year, which is probably the best fruit bush I've got, I want to try and keep as many as I can. Now I've got the net bag somewhere in the cupboard down the sideway, so I will be doing that in the morning. So yeah, just a little overview of what's been going on in the garden. What with work and the intense heat, you can't really get out. It's way too hot for me, way too hot. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope your gardens are flourishing and everything's good in the world. I'll catch up with you very soon. Take care, everyone.